Welcome to Coach's Corner. This week we're going to talk Ponca City boys basketball. The Wildcats enter the last month of the season, fresh off a very good victory last Friday night. Ponca City beat a team that had beat them twice earlier this year to get their third win of the season as they went to Tulsa and beat the homeschool team out of Tulsa, who went into that game with 17 wins and only 4 losses. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It was a good ball game for your team. You had played that team twice, and you knew how athletic and good they were. Going into that game, did you feel like your team was mentally and physically ready to play?
Well, yeah, we did. The kids have played well all year long. We've been so close so many times and just not able to get over that hump, especially in the fourth quarter. As we drove on the bus over there and us coaches talked, I don't know how many people know this, but in 12 of our 14 losses, we've had a lead at some time or another in the fourth quarter and just haven't been able to finish. So we've really emphasized that, and that's been an ongoing process with the kids, and we felt like we were ready to play. We knew the personnel that they had, that they were extremely talented, but we thought we could take advantage of some things and hopefully come out on top. And we were able to hit some shots down the stretch. We rattled in some free throws. We got some stops. We were able to string some stops together and stretch the lead out a little bit there late and things. And then we did a good job of taking care of the ball down the stretch, and we had kids step to the free throw line and make free throws when we needed them. And so, total team effort on the defensive end and the offensive end.
Absolutely. In fact, if you go back and look at the schedule you've played this year, although maybe some of those teams aren't big names, it has been a tough schedule. You go back a couple of weeks, you could have beaten Owasso, highly ranked in Class 6A, Enid at Enid. I guess you knew it was going to happen at some point, but that NOAA team, again, with a lot of quality wins and a very good team, that just couldn't have come at a better time for your ball club.
We needed that. I mean, the kids were, sometimes athletics is such a mental game. There's a reason that those professional teams hire psychiatrists and things to work with their players. And, we'd been so close so many times, and somebody had hit a shot against us, or we missed a crucial free throw, or we missed a crucial shot at a time and left the door open for them to get through. And so many times that had happened to us, and we toyed with that again. We had an 11-point lead, I think, in the middle of the third quarter, and they cut it all the way back to 3. But we missed a shot with a 3-point lead, a good look. But Jacob Birnbaum did a great job of shaking free of his defender on the block out and got to the front of the rim and got a follow-up dunk and put us back up 5 and just kind of alleviated some of the pressure when we went back to a 5-point lead, because then it's a 2-possession game to try to tie it. So that was a big play at that time right there.
You mentioned that your ball club has really had some good moments. It's interesting. You have 3 wins. It feels like you got about 10 wins this year, the way your ball club has played.
Well, we played good, and unfortunately we come out short. But the kids have gotten a lot better as the year has went on. When we went and played Owasso the first round of the Moore tournament at the time, they were number 3 in Class 6A, and we missed a couple free throws with 2 seconds left on the clock that would have won the game in regulation, and then ended up getting beat in overtime. Their Division I player, Shake Milton, had a great overtime period, scoring 10 points on us. And that was a turning point. I mean, I think that convinced them that hey, maybe we really can play with these top teams in the state. And they came out of the Moore tournament and played a really good game at Enid, which is a very tough place to win in, and had that chance. But they got over the hump Friday night against Tulsa NOAA, and hopefully that will carry us on the rest of the season. It's going to help practices. It helps enthusiasm and things, and hopefully it's got that monkey off the back that, oh no, we've got this lead, here we go again. They're getting closer and things. So hopefully we've shaken that now.
This team is a team that relies heavily on their 5 starters, and all those guys have fallen into their roles, Coach. You have a couple of players off the bench, but basically, if you stay foul free, the guys that start are going to be there at the end, and all those players have shown the ability to do a little bit of everything: score, play defense, obviously rebound. All those guys really going into a game give you a good chance to win.
They do. I mean, we've got a good nucleus and things, and unfortunately, sometimes throughout this year, foul trouble has hurt us. We've had a couple nagging injuries from here or there, and things. But for the most part, we're healthy now, and they're doing a good job of staying out of foul trouble. We've kind of tweaked what we're doing defensively a little bit, and things, and found something that really works for this crew, and it helps keep them out of foul trouble. So, those 5 carried us down the stretch against Tulsa Noah on Friday night. That they all contributed in one way or another. Might have not have been in the book, but defensively on the defensive backboards, we came up with a few crucial steals down the stretch, and those 5 young men, Logan Champlin, Michael Mongold, Adam Nicholas, Jacob Birnbaum, and Connor Larson are doing a great job. And then, we're getting some help from some kids off the bench, Frazier Moody, Silas Grass, Bryce McDougal a little bit. So, we're making progress. And the good thing is we've got a lot of JV games in also, so our younger kids are getting a lot of playing time, and they're making progress. So feeling really good about the direction that we're headed and things. As we go into this last month of the season, looking at the schedule, there's some tough teams left. I mean, we've got a row to go through. We play a Blackwell team this coming Friday at Blackwell. Tip-off for the girls is at 6:30. Boys will be about 8 o'clock. But then, we jump back in. We have a Woodward team coming in that beat us in overtime that's highly ranked in Class 4A. We have to go to the Oklahoma City Storm again, who's, the #1 team in the nation for the home schools. And we've also got Guthrie left on the schedule. So, we've got some people left that have really good ball clubs and are really highly ranked. So, we're going to have to stay injury-free and stay on top of our game, and use our practice time wisely, and make sure that we correct the mistakes we're making, and polish up on some things that we can do a little bit better. And that's what we'll try to do this week. We'll have a relatively short practice today with lots of conditioning. And then we'll kind of get back into, since we don't play tomorrow night, and then we'll kind of get back into our routine Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and get ready for that Blackwell game on Friday night, which will be a huge game. They're not highly ranked in Class 4A, but it's Blackwell, Ponca City, and anytime we play one of the smaller schools around us, I mean, it's a big game for them. We've got to let our kids realize that it's a big game for us too.
Absolutely. It's kind of one of those games where you're expected to win. If you don't win, then it will be a major upset, especially for a smaller team. But for your team, you got your own worries. You guys are just trying to get better each game out.
Right. I mean, each practice, each game. I mean, we're really not focusing on the opponent. I mean, we'll focus on them when we get ready to play them. But I mean, we spend a lot of time just focusing on our team, trying to make our players better, trying to make our team better, and things. And if you do that, if you get better in practice as an individual, you get better as a team. Everything else on game night seems to take care of itself.
We're getting into that time of year, Coach, where games, the number of games that will count toward the regional playoff pairings are upon us. Where does that end, and when do those records go into the state association?
Well, actually, this next week on Saturday's games will be the last games that go in. We voted twice on our East-West split, and we will vote for the third time this next weekend, which the polls will close at 12 o'clock on Monday, a week from today. And that will be the final vote, and then the OSSAA will take those rankings, and that's how they will formulate the playoffs from that point. I think us playing Owasso so close is definitely going to help us. I'm assuming that Owasso is going to get the #1 seed on the east side. They have 2 losses now. They lost Saturday night to Broken Arrow. but I don't think that'll keep them away from the #1 seed. We got some really quality teams. They brought some teams from the West that are definitely really good basketball clubs. They brought Midwest City Club, which will also beat in the finals of that Moore tournament. They brought Putnam City and Edmond North over. So, of course, on the east side, Booker T. Washington is highly regarded. Jinx and Union. So, lots of challenges lie out there. As Friday night's game is going to be very important to us, and then we'll just see where the chips fall and what ends up happening in the playoffs.
So we know we'll be an east side school, but that doesn't necessarily mean we'll play on the east side of the state.
That's right. I mean, we could be back on the west side like we were last year when we played Edmond Memorial. Just not real sure yet in things. So it's kind of up in the air, and those things have a tendency to change a lot between now and the next time we vote.
But the key thing is you want to be playing good right now. And your ball club has, I think, 5 games left. And, if you keep playing the same way, I hear coaches say this a lot, you're going to be a tough team to beat no matter what your draw is.
Well, I think with our size and our length and, where we're at right now, we're going to be a tough out for somebody, regardless of who it is. Now there's some matchups out there that we really don't want a part of just because it's completely opposite of the style we play. And then it becomes a contest of who's going to enforce the will on the other person and things. But, hopefully we'll get a good draw in the playoffs and, get a good matchup for us, and we'll go play well.
Absolutely. Blackwell Friday, and then the Wildcats get back home the following Tuesday against Woodward. So our fans still have a couple of more chances to watch our girls and boys basketball teams play. Alan Hibler, our boys basketball coach, on this week's Coach's Corner.